Hey there, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. We're just after 4 p.m. now, so I think we can get things underway. I can see people still filtering in. My name's Christian. I'm here with OpenSolar, and I'm joined by my friend Harrison here from BYD. And today we're doing a partner webinar, co-hosting together. I'm going to present to you a little bit about the OpenSolar platform, how you can quote and sell with BYD products and show your customers the benefits of BYD on the proposals. And I'm going to hand it over to Harrison as well to run through BYD and a bit of a sales presentation on their latest product line as well. So thanks to everyone who's joined us today. We will be recording this session, so if you need to go back and check that out, we'll be distributing a link to watch that replay tomorrow. But for now, I hope you enjoy this afternoon's webinar. Please feel free to ask any questions you like in the chat box, or if you have any technical difficulties, just pop that in the chat box as well. And we'd be more than happy to answer those as we go along, or we'll have a bit of time for Q&A at the end too. So I'm going to share my screen now and we'll just jump right into things. Should just pop up here in a moment. Cool, you should be able to see this, this slide deck now. Just going into full screen. Yep, hopefully that's presenting okay. So just starting out here, telling you a little bit about OpenSolar and just giving you an overview of our platform. Only going to take a couple of minutes and then we'll jump into the OpenSolar platform itself. So two key things here. We are world-leading design and proposal software. We're used by installers all around the world, and we are completely free of charge thanks to our partners such as BYD today. So you guys are free to grow your solar business. We had a global launch in 2019, and since then we've expanded across 120 countries, seeing installs all over the world, and we've developed an international team that can provide around-the-clock support to you guys. These two guys here are our founders. You might have seen them before, or at industry events and things like that. They are really well known in the solar industry, particularly here in Australia and in the United States, where they had a very successful business and have experience selling tens of thousands of solar systems over there. With OpenSolar, you can do a lot for your business. So first of all, save money. Of course, you can save thousands of dollars a year in design, sales, and management costs. Increase your conversions. We saw that the pros, the solar professionals using OpenSolar have an average conversion rate of 24.1%, which we thought was pretty awesome. You can multiply your productivity using OpenSolar as well, because it's so fast, efficient, and streamlined to use. And we'll be getting into that a little bit more shortly. And then of course, this allowing you to then free up and respect your time, eliminate any redundancies in your current workflows. We believe we are leading in design accuracy and speed. So something we'll touch on today, 3D designing aspects where you can calculate shading, you get automated pitch and azimuth calculations, and you also get all the calculations from the battery systems that you are designing with as well to really convey, the financial benefits to your customers. Skip through here. And something the installers tell me all the time, doing lots of training sessions with them, is that they love the dynamic proposals that OpenSolar has to offer. So we'll show you shortly how BYD kind of enhances that proposal, but just some key points here are, firstly, an interactive proposal where you can present multiple system options and multiple payment options on the one quote. So sending out a link online, you'll then get a notification when the customer opens it. So it's fully interactive in that sense, has a CRM built into it. So you can kind of view your customer's activity. We've also got integrated finance partners. In case you do sell a lot of finance, your customer can quickly go through the application process on the OpenSolar quote as well, which is something installers tell us they love too. E-signature and payments, so you can close the deal online really easily. real-time alerts of customer activity, which I mentioned just before, and the ability to click, one-click call, text, and email your customers right from the app there too. So a fully end-to-end software for your business. Some of our recent developments, well, a couple of months back, we launched our Open API. This allows you to build in your existing software systems. It might be a CRM or a job management system, accounting system, whatever it might be. We have our Open API, so you can connect all of that and use it most efficiently. We have apps for iOS and Android as well as Google. So download them on your tablet, mobile device. They're really handy when you're on the road going out to a job. You can view all the details right there. And you can even do a sales presentation to your customer in their home using a tablet device. It looks really awesome too. Just lastly, what we want you guys to do is run your business with confidence using OpenSolar, because it's free of charge, because we respect your data. We're super committed to data privacy. We're built for volume to allow you guys to grow, and our dedicated support team is working around the clock to help you guys out along the way as well. So that's the end of my little presentation here. I'm just going to jump into OpenSolar quickly and give you a quick tour of the app itself. So you should be able to see this now. I'm just starting on the online proposal to give you guys an idea of what that looks like for your customers. And something I want to focus on here through our partnership with BYD is the awesome looking exhibited content here. So you get the BYD logo when you quote their battery systems, and you also get videos that show up here as well. So a really nice kind of interactive feel.
Is the world's first modular designing intelligent energy.
Nice interactive feels of the proposal, and just gives the customer a bit more information about the system that they're investing in. You've also got details that pop up here. They can look at the cool brochures that BYD has to offer, as well as the spec sheets that get downloaded right from the app as well. So it's all connected there, all part of this one online proposal, which presents really nicely. As we come down further, we've got the system performance chart. Something great to include here is this daily energy profile, especially when you're quoting BYD, because it shows how the battery is charging up through the morning and discharging through the evening there. You can also convey that on the different seasons here as well. So it gives a really good breakdown of the kind of 24-hour consumption profile across the year there and how they're using their energy. We've got how the system works, and of course that's including the battery into this diagram as well. If I switch to this other option that I've designed here, which is solar only, it's going to exclude that battery, of course. You can add in all of your own content into this proposal. So I put in a quick video here that talks about the benefits of decreasing energy costs and your environmental footprint and things like that. Environmental benefits, net financial impact and the payback period, and then bill savings here as well. And so, you're toggling between these options, and it's all live and interactive, so you can see and just easily compare the difference that you're presenting there. Lastly, just once again, the ability to put in your own testimonials and quotes and any other co-branding material, whatever it might be, to just help you spice it up. This is all white label, so it's just branded completely as your own. Lastly, quote table there, and the ability to just sign the deal right there online as well. Credit card or offline payment, which would be a bank transfer. You can close the deal like that with your contract right here, getting your customer to sign off on that as well, like this. So pretty easy. Just thought I'd show you quickly from the customer's standpoint how that looks like at first. But now I'll just show you how we can set up the BYD products in your OpenSolar account. So once you get your account created on OpenSolar, you'll likely come into this control area, because this is where you're doing all of your account setup. Within here, you've got this design and hardware section. And if you hop into batteries, this is where you'd be putting in the BYD products. So if you click on add from database, you'll then get this search bar that will pop up here. And if you type in BYD, you'll see there all the BYD products will pop up. They take a second. Yeah, and all the ones with the logos next to it are exhibited, and that meaning they'll have the branding and the content when you present that proposal. So pretty easy to just add them in. If you click on a product like this, you can review the specs if necessary, and then put in the cost for that unit in here as well, and then just click save, and it will load it in to your active list of batteries. And that short list is the ones that you'd be using on a regular basis here. So once you've added the BYD products into your account, you can then go back. We'll start from the home page now, and this is where you can just create a project from scratch. So you can enter in your address here. You also have the option to take the tour of OpenSolar, and that just kind of walk you through 5 minutes of creating a project through designing the system and then sending out the proposal. At the bottom right, you have a few other things like an overview, which shows projects created, sold, and installed, as well as recent activities from your customers as well. So lots of handy little kind of dashboard features that you can make use of there as well. So we'll put in our address that we want to start designing with. And we just have to confirm that this is the correct address, and we'll click on Create Project. Then we can put in our customer name here. Harrison, I'm going to use you as my customer in the example. And then just put in a fake email address here. Great. We'll go through to this energy page, and this is where you can load in their consumption profile. So depending on how your customers consuming their energy throughout the year, you have a lot of different options here. For this example, just going to use an annual figure, let's say 9,000 kilowatt hours for the year. If you want to show more, you can further define how they're consuming their energy by using these curves. So you might know that they're consuming on an evening peak during the weekdays, and on the weekends they might be consuming in the daytime or evening, whenever it is. I'm just going to take evening for both of these examples. And then once you've done that, you can go down here and put in the correct utility rate. So I might know that Harrison is on a time of use tariff at the moment. So I can come in here, type in time of use in the keyword search, and I can also filter by the utility and distributor within here as well. I might also want to filter for residential, and then I'll get a short list of all those utility rates available in the OpenSolar database. So we'll select this one, and we'll go straight through to design now. And so, of course, those utility rates and the consumption profile, that's all used to model the savings for Harrison, being my customer today. Once we load in here, you'll see it's loaded in this 3D map in OpenSolar. And this imagery isn't available in all locations. It's really up to Google. That's at their kind of discretion where they're providing that oblique or 3D imagery. With Nearmap, who's one of our partners as well, you can purchase a Nearmap subscription and link it to OpenSolar. And I believe Nearmap has a lot more availability of this 3D data as well. So that's another option if you want to enhance the kind of imagery aspect in OpenSolar. So on the left, you've got the panel type. You can choose your panel type just by clicking there, searching the database in here. We'll just go with this. This is a dummy one that I've created in the past to use. Click on plus panels, and then you'll notice that when I drag them out, that they automatically snap to the roof. So it picks up the azimuth of the roof and the slope, which is really nice. So you don't have to do much there. And we'll put in a few more panels on the side over here as well. And you'll see that that is nice and flush with the roof too. Once we've done that, we can then, if you like, first check out some of the shading impacts on that panel group. Looks like in these examples, there's not much shade happening. On the left-hand toolbar, you can see this detailed shading report, which includes, all sunlight hours, all months of the year, 100 being 100% access to sunlight. In the afternoons here, you can see that there is a bit of shading. In this case, we're looking at May at 5 p.m. and there is 89% access to sunlight. That's just because there's that little tree there next to that roof facet. So if you zoom in a little bit further, you can even see which panels are being affected by that shade. So it's these two guys here on the left. So we might even just move this panel group up a little bit like that. And then that might even maximize the output a little bit more. Cool. So just something cool to show you there with OpenSolar 3D and, how granular it is with the accuracy of the shading impacts on the system. Now we'll put in the inverter. Just click on plus here. Once again, you can select an inverter from your account. We'll go down and put in our battery next. selecting here again, type in BYD, and you'll find a short list of all the BYD products. So I was just going to use this HVM battery that I had been using before. And now if you want to add in any other components, you can do here. I think I had a solar analytics monitoring system in the last one. So other things like that, smart meters and whatnot, you can add all those components in this area and then configure your pricing finally in here. So you can see it right now, I'm using a price per watt scheme. So that's pretty basic. It's just calculating a flat rate based on the size of the system. But if you want to, you can load in all of your costs into OpenSolar and use something like a markup scheme, which takes into account all those costs and marks it up on a certain percentage. Or you can create fixed packages for your different offerings. Really depends. We have a super flexible pricing engine to let you guys price up your jobs just how you want to. And you'll also be able to get a margin on that job each time as well here. So that's a pretty nice margin on that job, but I'm not sure how accurate these costings are in this case, just as an example to show you. Now, once we've done that, I might just go and duplicate the system. We'll click on Add New System here and duplicate. Now, this one, we can, maybe add in a few extra panels if you like, or we can add in, remove the battery, change batteries, whatever it might be. You can create multiple system options like that super easily using OpenSolar, and you can also retitle them quickly here as well. So we can call this one 6.2 kilowatt solar BYD battery, and then we can do the same for the one above. This one was a little bit smaller, 5.5. Cool. So easy to retitle them like that. You can create much more than 2 as well. It's up to you guys how many you want to offer your customer there without overwhelming them, I guess. So as we go down here, you can click on plus view, and then we can get a Google top image and just add that in. So we get this vertical aspect, and you'll just have to align the imagery down the bottom right here to make those panels fit on the roof there. And click align again to lock it in place. That's great. That's just because the 3D imagery and the vertical imagery doesn't always line up exactly. Now I'll go back to 3D and just toggle off the show customer button, and we'll go right through to the online proposal. Now we're back here where we started today, and we have 2 options that I've just designed. The top one, they both have the BYD battery in this case, and we get all that nice looking content again. So this was just a quick example to kind of run you guys through that process of quoting a battery system and showing you how quick and easy it is to set all that stuff up as well. So I might leave it there for my presentation today. I will just let you guys know that if you need help on OpenSolar, then I'm here, so are my colleagues, and we're more than happy to help out. If you want a demo or help getting up to speed, you can just email me, christian@opensolar.com, and I'll be more than happy to do a one-on-one session to get you and your business all ready to use OpenSolar. We also have our help center, which you can access by clicking this question mark and then visiting our help center in there. And we also have these great training webinars that you can access from here as well in the control panel. And they cover the app end to end in, of course, a lot more detail than I have done today. So thanks for your time, everyone. And I'm going to pass it on now to Harrison to talk a little bit about BYD and take any questions that you might have.
Thank you, Christian. I'm going to be showing my screen to you. Just a minute. Yeah. Can you see that right now?
Perfect.
Okay, so thank you everyone to have a time to listen to my presentation. So today we're going to show a little bit about the BYD product, and today we will focus on our one app and one program. The one is called B Connect 2.0. It's our new app tool for commissioning and monitoring the system. And also we will introduce the B Partner program from BYD, and that gives you some reward points and also give the newsletter and everything from the BYD side. Okay. So first stage was just a little bit about the BYD itself. So BYD actually have four major business in the world. Actually, they are auto, electronics, and the new energy, and also about the rail transit. I think the famous one too is the auto, and I do believe some people already noticed that the BYD have the famous EV car and looking forward to that. And also the most important part today is about new energy. So BYD has its own panel and the BYD batteries, especially for the ESS energy storage solution. And we did very well in the market because we are very stable and the products very popular. And also, I would show you that in the last year, BYD battery product actually the installation of the BYD batteries already reached about 33 gigawatt, almost like 38 gigawatts the last year, and we do have 7 manufacturing center in China, which give us the battery production capacity about 65 gigawatt per year. So I would say it's we have enough capacity product of the production can provide stable supply chain to our end customer. And also BYD actually had the end-to-end industry chain of the battery industry. So we start from the mineral resource like lithium miner. BYD owns its lithium miner, and also we involve into the process development, BMS, R&D manufacture, and the battery itself, even about the recycle. So the BYD has the fully control of the whole process of the battery product. That gives us the confidence to give you the best qualities of the product in the world. And these are some awards we got from for BYD battery product. And you can see from 1970, we start from the be the top innovation award of the time magazine, PV magazine, and also we are the champion of the battery efficiency test in 2018, and also the top rank from 2018 to 2020, and also in Europe according to the EUPD research, we also are the top brand of the battery industry. And these are actually 5 types modules of the battery we currently available in Australian market. That there are HVS, HVM, LVS, LVL, and LV Flex. And HVS actually stand for high voltage. So you can see from the graph, the HV have it's a modularized HV high voltage battery product, and it can the example for HVS, it just can start from 5.1 kilowatt hours, and it can be extended for 68 kilowatt hours per system. And also the HVM can provide even more for the capacity. We can reach about 66 kilowatt hours. And also the HV product is IP55 product. It can be installed in outdoor. It's very easier to match very hard, let's say, a tough scenario in your customer's environment. And also then you can see the LV product, and the LV stand for low voltage battery. This kind of battery is more popular in the off-grid system. We use a lot of in our customers' home or farms, or like power, like water stations, something like that. And there are 3 types of the low voltage battery: LVS, LVL, and LV Flex. The LVL also is the IP55 product. It also can be installed outdoor. And the LVS and the LV Flex is IP20 product, which need be installed indoor. And you can see that the low voltage batteries can provide more capacity, it's a larger volume for the system, and this can match most of the customer requirements for the off-grid system. Yeah, and that's the BYD battery box. Some advantages we call that is for high. As you know that we are using the RFP for the battery, so that's a very high safety materials in the battery product. And also we pass the, I think it's most restricted product standards in the world. So that gives our confidence to say we are the top level safety product in the battery industry. And also we have the high reliability. The BYD battery box actually installed by more than 210,000 cases over all the world. It's more than 70 countries and regions install this kind of battery. And also we have the high flexibility. As I just mentioned, it can just start with very small capacity for the system. And when the requirements of the customer increasing, you can just easily remove the top and add some new stack into the system, then do the recommissioning, then it's finished. It gives the customers, especially for some budget limited customers, another options. Then they can just start with a very small system and then do the extension when they need. And also we have the high usability. So you can see from the picture, there are plenty of the inverter brands we have already cooperated with. So we can see that I think more than 80% of the market, the inverters, we already do the compatible testing with them. We do have a compatible testing lab in our headquarters. We will updating the firmware with these kind of inverters. So you will see we close work with each other, and you will feel very comfortable, and it's very convenient to doing the commissioning between this kind of inverters with our battery. Yeah. Okay. So basically this the basic informations of our batteries, and the second part is our B Connect 2.0, the app. You can download that from the Google Play and the App Store. I just switch to the video and then explain how easy it can work with the battery. Yeah. Okay, can you see my screen now? Okay, I just go through that. This is the start interface of the BConnect 2.0. If you after you download from the Google Play or App Store, that's just this logo. And if you just do the whole screen. Yeah. When you first start that, it's just you need to allow your location or some policies is very simple and very common when you use other program. And the first time you are opening this app, this will directly download the latest firmware for you. And then after that, every time every time you open this app, it will download the latest firmware for you. And in case if you go to on-site, there's no internet, so that would be tricky when you're doing the commissioning. Okay. Yeah. And after that, you can, let's say, connect using your cell phone to connect to the battery itself. Then you can do the commissioning. Yeah. After finished. Yeah. Yeah. Then if you link to the battery itself, the app will ask you if you want to do the configuration, and it will directly update to your latest version of firmware to the battery itself. And also it will go into this interface. that gives you the interface of the configuration. It's very easy. Just set the time and choose the inverter. Let's say to the cargo or furnace and something like that. Yeah. Then go to the battery itself. Then you can choose the modules, the HVS, HVM, or LVS, something like that. And also you need to choose the module numbers of the tower. Yeah. After that, you will choose the on-grade or off-grade three-phase or single phase. It's easy. After that, you need this ask you to review the configuration. Then take the click, and then it's successful configuration. So it's very easy. After successful configuration, you will see the status of the battery itself. As in the BM, you can see the SOC, the battery voltage, and the current or other informations about the battery. And also in this new version of the app, we provide some new function, just as yeah. So in the new app, you can download the history events. It's a really new function. And if you find some issues on site, you can just download the history events and to check that when you are available, have some internet, or maybe you can just send this information to us. We will have some technical support to support you to analyze this kind of information to find out what's going wrong with your battery on site. Yeah. And this shows some cases. You will find there's no monitoring or the power on or power off of the battery in the latest period. And also you can upload this actually it's download the battery data from the battery BMU, and this also give you the let's say benefit to download all the history data to let us know what's going wrong. And easy because sometimes you're on site, there's just no internet, and it's hard to give you the support on site. And this time you can just download that and find a place which have internet. Then okay, still we can support based on your information provided. Okay, let's just show you how when you finish the download the data, you go reconnect to the internet and open the app again. Then the data will automatically send to our data center. And also there have some service guideline and other technical documents. You can also find it in the information button. Okay. And also, if you want to do the reconnection, just click the connection button again. You can do the reconnection if there's something wrong, and choose the wrong type of the inverter. So you can easily just do the reconnection, reconfiguration again. And also, the contact us pages shows the let's say the partner or the information you can the hotline numbers. You can find the support from BYD side. Yeah, you can. Basically, that's what I'm going to show you about the BConnect 2.0, and it's very easy to use. And if you find any questions when you're using that, just let us know. Okay. Let me just switch back again to my presentation. And third part is actually our B partner program. This has started for a while, but let's say this year we are going to promote this program. In this program, you are very welcomed to register and sign into our this account to collect some reward points from our side. It's very easy. You can just go to the link below. It's be partner bydbatterybox.com, and you can also find this enter from our website is bydbatterybox.com. And if you how to join, it's also easy. Just to click the button to join the program, and then you need to give some information of yourself, like the contact details, email address, and your company name, something like that. And then you can register a member. And we actually provide some reward gift. You can use your reward point to get this gift. It includes the battery itself, the product itself. It can actually save you some money if you get this reward points. And also we have the BMU and other accessory of the BYD batteries. It's also very easy to get these points. And if you go into the Be Partner interface, this give you the page, and you can just choose your system on the left side, and this give you choose which type of the battery you are using. And then if you click the battery, this give you some later interface to let you fulfill the installation date, as a serial number or any other types of the battery, and also gives you some details about the system, or contact details overview. After that, this will give you the system registered, and then we will give you the reward points, and then you can use the reward points to get some gift. Easy peasy. Okay. And the last part I want to show you is about our social media and the newsletters. We have Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. You can also find us on the news of us from this social media of us. You are also welcome to stay close with us to have some content with us. Okay. That's basically what I'm going to show you today. Thank you.
Great, thanks for the presentation, Harrison. Guys, if you have any questions, now is the best time to fire away in the chat box. I saw a couple come through there. I sent some of the responses there as well. I just saw a message from Glenn asking if the webinar is going to be recorded, and yes, it is being recorded at the moment. You'll get a copy of it tomorrow afternoon, so you can watch the replay then. If you need the replay any sooner, then just shoot me an email and I can send it over. Cool. Well, yeah, floor's open to you guys for questions. So we're happy to sit around for another 15 minutes or so and take those. If there's anything on your mind, I guess I'll let you guys know as well that some of our engineers here at OpenSolar are working really hard on battery improvements at the moment. So having more flexibility, more kind of control over how the battery is behaving in relation to the solar system and the grid and things like that. So this is obviously going to, help you guys sell batteries better on OpenSolar, improve the savings and things like that as well. So those kind of things are in the roadmap, and we're hoping to release them pretty soon. So keep your eye out for some exciting new updates in that regard.
Yeah, also, if you have any questions about the battery, you are also welcome to type it in the chat box. We can also answer that.
And I guess might be good to just leave your email in the chat box as well. If there's any questions after the webinar, then I put mine in there already. So feel free to shoot me an email if you have any questions, or if you want help getting set up on OpenSolar. And likewise with Harrison, if you have questions about any of the BYD products, then feel free to fire them over to him and we can help out.
Yeah. I also just I will leave my email address to the chat box. If anyone want to contact with me about battery inquiry, just shoot me an email or just it's free to talk with me.
I just saw your message there. You're looking for an email address. I think Harrison's just popped his in there, and mine I left in an earlier message. It's just christian@opensolar.com. So you should be able to find it in the chat box. Yeah, so there's a question there, help with an off-grid system using BYD. So you can set up an off-grid system at the moment in OpenSolar. And I'm actually, sorry, if you could clarify if that's in regards to using OpenSolar or if that's just a question for Harrison, that'd be great. But I guess since you brought that up, you can design an off-grid system using OpenSolar. There's just a few little tweaks you need to make for your proposal template to make sure it is off-grid, and of course, like setting a 0 kilowatt export limit, things like that, a few little tweaks, but you can design off-grid systems. I probably won't demo it right now, but I'm happy to send over a video. We have a help article on how to set that up as well. Okay, well, looks like there's not any other questions coming through. Can hang around for a couple more seconds, but that might be the end of it by the look of things. So thanks everyone for joining in. Oh, yeah, it looks like there's a question. Yeah, we'd like to do some training. Haven't been using it to its best. Yeah, sure. So if you're looking for training, just shoot me an email. I'm happy to answer any questions, and we can also jump on a phone call, whatever it might be, to help you guys get set up and using it to its full extent. That's no worries at all. I think there's a question there from Fred for you, Harrison.
Yeah, I think it's all good for me. Let me check. What do you mean? Yeah, for the B plus, I think you are asking for the old version batteries. Yeah, we still will maintain this battery for existing customer. We know that some customers just need some more modules for the existing customer expansion. Would you mind just contacting me directly? I will introduce how to order these older version modules. It's a little bit complex if I talk about that on the webinar. Okay. And HVS always mechanic to charge from. Yeah, I mean, if you want the battery be charged from the grid when it's actually there's no solar energy to charge them, it's actually you need to double check with the functionality of the inverters, because the battery itself don't decide charge or discharge to the grid or the get the energy from the grid. It has to be the action of the inverters. So you need to check the inverter's functionality and the control strategy. If they do have functionality, monitoring the battery, if there's no solar charge and the battery itself have very lower energy SOC, and I think if they have a strategy, control strategy, they can charge some energy from the grid to the battery. But it really depends on the function of the inverter. It's not about battery. Yeah, exactly. It has the backup function is really important for especially with a battery system.
Okay, great. That looks like it might wrap us up, guys. Like I said, any questions, just shoot them through in an email. Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate you joining our webinar this afternoon, and looking forward to doing the next one with Harrison probably in a couple of months' time.
Thank you.
See you later, and have a great day.
Yeah.